Maya Angelou, Full History Real Story. In the deep south of America, where cotton fields burned under the unforgiving sun and dusty roads echoed with the weary footsteps of the poor, a little girl was born. Her name was Marguerite Annie Johnson, but the world would one day know her as Maya Angelou. This is the story of a girl who grew up under the shadow of slavery's legacy, scarred by racism, silenced by trauma, yet rose to become a voice of hope, power, and dignity for the entire world. The silence of childhood. Maya was only 3 when her parents' marriage collapsed. With little more than a suitcase of clothes, she and her brother were sent on a train to live with their grandmother. Life in that small town was harsh, poverty on every corner, racism in every glance, fear woven into every breath. But her grandmother often whispered words that lingered in Maya's heart: "Child, God gave you a voice. Never be afraid to use it." Yet that voice would soon be stolen. At the age of 7, Maya suffered an unspeakable assault. When she told her mother the truth, justice came swiftly but brutally. The man was killed. Maya, in her tender innocence, believed it was her words that had ended his life. Terrified of her own power, she fell into silence. For nearly 5 years, she did not speak to anyone. A voice reborn. But silence did not kill her spirit, it sharpened it. Maya devoured books, memorized poetry, soaked in the rhythm of Shakespeare, black poets, and the voices of writers who carried pain like her own. A local teacher and a kind woman in her town slowly coaxed her out of silence, encouraging her to read aloud. And when Maya finally spoke again, her voice carried a new force, as if every unspoken word had been gathering strength inside her. The struggles of a young woman. As she grew older, Maya's path was anything but smooth. At 16, she became a single mother, raising her son Guy while fighting poverty. She danced in nightclubs to earn money, worked as a cook, a streetcar conductor, even as a calypso dancer in traveling shows. Every job, every hardship became a layer of her story. Her life wasn't polished, it was raw, jagged, and real. And through it all, she carried an unshakable dignity. Becoming Maya Angelou. She took the stage name Maya Angelou, Maya from her brother's nickname for her, my sister, and Angelou from her former husband's surname. The name fit her like a crown. Her voice, once silenced, now soared through song, dance, and theater. She performed across the world, from Harlem jazz clubs to stages in Africa, even working alongside great leaders in the fight for equality. In Ghana, she befriended writers, activists, and freedom fighters, standing shoulder to shoulder with the struggles of a continent. The pen that never trembled. But it was her pen that shook the world. In 1969, she poured her childhood pain, her silence, and her survival into her first autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. The world listened. Her story was not just hers, it was the story of countless women, countless children, countless black voices suffocated by history. She wrote with honesty that cut deep, but with hope that healed. Book after book followed, each a testament to resilience. She spoke about racism, love, motherhood, crime, redemption, and always with a lyrical force that made her words feel like music. The nation's voice. Maya's life came full circle in 1993, when she stood before millions at President Bill Clinton's inauguration and delivered her poem on the pulse of morning. The once silent child had become the voice of a nation. She received dozens of awards, over 30 honorary degrees, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in America. But more than medals and titles, she gave people something priceless: the courage to believe that brokenness can give birth to beauty. The final chapter. Even in her later years, Maya carried herself like royalty, graceful, wise, unshaken by the storms she had weathered. She mentored young artists, spoke against injustice, and reminded the world, you may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them. On May 28, 2014, Maya Angelou passed away at the age of 86. The world mourned, but it did not fall silent. Her words remained, echoing across generations. The legacy. Maya Angelou's life was not an easy one. It was torn, scarred, and full of trials. But in her struggle lay her triumph. She proved that pain can become poetry, silence can give rise to song, and one woman's voice can shift the soul of a nation. She was more than a poet, more than a singer, more than a storyteller. She was living proof that even the caged bird sings, and in its song, the world finds freedom.